In this video, we'll be making 3 levels of melodies, from noob to pro to... And at the end of the video, we'll compare how these melodies sounds all in a song. So let's start with the beginner. So first, we need chords. And they're going to sound like this. The first step we're going to do is spice up these chords a little bit. As you can see, we just have the triads, which just mean 3 notes. All we have to do, we're going to add the 7th. This is the scale, C minor. So that's the 7th note. So we're going to add that, spice it up a little bit, add an octave. And we can do the same thing, add the 7th. That's going to be G and A flat. Alright, so now we got the chords. Now we're just going to make a melody. Based on that scale, we're just going to add some different notes. And they're going to be very simple melodies. So I'm going to start on the D. Very simplest version of a melody is just steps. And then we have 1 leap here. And let's add some variation here. Another leap. Play around with it till it sounds good. And then all we have to do is duplicate that. Add some variation in this 4th measure. And we can also change the rhythm of the chords a little bit if we want to. So we can go ahead and do this. Add a little bit of interesting things. So what I'm actually going to do is build on this. So another way to improve these chords is to start adding the 9th. So the 9th is essentially the same as the 2nd, but a whole octave higher. So it's going to be that B flat. And then another trick, we're going to make the 3rd of this G chord the bass. So this is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like normally. This is inverted. And that works because it's a leading tone up to the C. Creates more anticipation. And then we're going to also think of this as a bass line now. So we can go ahead and add some passing tones. Now we're actually going to layer on top of this melody. We're just going to add a repeated note. So repetition is always good in melodies. So we're just going to do straight octaves here. So the trick I do here, we're just going to find a note that works with every chord. The note that works here is E flat and then D. In this last measure, we're going to do a little bit of variation there too. So this is what these two sound like together. Then we're going to go ahead and make our pro melody. So the secret for the pro melody, we want to add as many interesting rhythms as we can. So here we have triplets. All we have to do is 1/3 step. And we're literally going to make some of these triplets. We're going to do steps first in the scale. We have the first 3 notes of C minor. So how I do this, I think about where I'm landing. So for the C chord, I want to land on the C. For the A flat chord, I'm going to land on the E flat and then back up to G. This is what all that sounds like together. So now we're going to take these plain chords, we're going to chop them up a little bit. And then we're going to make this super complicated. So complex isn't always better, but since this is the God level tier, let's just make some stuff. So let's add on to this melody. And then we're going to add a 3rd layer. So as you can tell, I love layers. So this time we're going to add a bunch of triplets. So now we're basically going to arpeggiate the chords. So this is just the C major chord arpeggiated. And then the A flat chord, but starting on C. And then same for these as well. And then we just duplicated those to octaves. So this is what this sounds like. Now, honestly, yeah, I just like the playing. You want to learn how to produce the full track like this for the 6-month plan. Basically, it's going to give you all the tools and everything you need to know about production. With that, let's get into it. Here's the results.